all about Dragon Quest slimes by TheQuesters. Yeah, I love slimes. They're peak. I am a slime. I may not look like it, but I have a slime form. I just can't really use it. Anyways, we're gonna look at this. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's plenty of slimes in Dragon Quest. Many slimes. Many slimes. There's the regular slime, there's a king slime, there's metal slimes, metal king slimes. I think there's also slimelets. There's also like what they're called, the slimes with like the knights on top and the metal version of that. There's the heal slime, the doctor slime, the cure slime. There are special named versions of slimes. It's just about slime. All of it is slime. We have plenty of slime. And in Dragon Quest Tact, I was running a complete slime team. Max leveled slimes. Crazy work.
Hello everyone and welcome back to The Quest. I'm your party lead Takeda, and today we're covering everything you should know about Dragon Quest slimes. The iconic slime monster first gooped into the world with the release of Dragon Quest in 1986 in Japan. North America wouldn't greet the creature until 1989 when the game was localized as Dragon Warrior, a necessary decision.
Yeah. Fun fact, the metal slime in Dragon Quest is the best source of EXP. Yes, the metal slime, but also the metal bubble slime, right? There's also bubble slimes, is better, gives more experience, and the metal king slime also gives even more experience than that. So yeah, there are a couple of slimes though that are pretty damn that give a lot of experience. That is very true.
Due to rights issues with the name Dragon Quest in America, but one that would permanently impact the popularity of the brand. That's a topic for its own video. Originally planned as a conventional gross pool of slime, similar to what was common in PC dungeon-style games of the time, the slime took on its now beloved form when character designer Akira Toriyama of Dragon Ball fame drew the
My goat, Akira Toriyama. We miss you. We miss you. I wish you could just take over Dragon Ball again. I swear to God.
a simple and adorable teardrop-shaped slime. Creator Yuji Horii loved the new design, and it subsequently became the mascot for the entire franchise. Here are both Yuji Horii and Akira Toriyama's original designs. Slimes are typically the first creature you fight in any Dragon Quest game, though occasionally of different varieties, like the model slime, and that's because the Dragon Quest team loves designing new and increasingly wackier forms of the critters. Slimes come in a multitude of forms, and each has its series of palette swaps to represent more difficult to defeat monsters. But the main forms could crudely be categorized along the lines of normal, liquid or bubble, kings, jellyfish-like, creature-like, egg, metal, and jewel types. Stick around to the end for the most comprehensive list of slimes I was able to pull together, and heads up, it's a long list. Some of the most popular and famous slime forms.
Yep, there's even some that look like dragons, which is really cool. There's even some that look like dragons. It's just very, very cool. I love them. I love slimes in Dragon Quest. They're amazing. They're still one of my favorite monster types overall in Dragon Quests. I think the Dragon Quest dragons are pretty good, right? Dragon Quest dragons. They're pretty good overall designed. I think demons to a degree sometimes look pretty good. Undead ones also look decent, but I think overall it probably is between the dragons and slimes personally for me.
Forms are the tantalizing metal slimes. That's due to their incredibly high experience point drops, which are a boon when needing to grind up multiple levels quickly. Every metal slime type has the same core characteristics: a high defense stat, a high evasion stat, a high speed stat, and a very high probability of fleeing the fight. Along with this, metal slimes are immune to nearly all spells and skills, but they have an
No! Don't cut him in pieces! Don't cut his life into pieces!
incredibly low HP of only a few points, almost always in the single digits.
Yep, 3. In the early game, they're incredibly hard to kill, though, which is really annoying. However, once you have some crit moves or like some multi-hit moves, they become way easier to kill. But they're usually pretty hard to get rid of sometimes. And like they run away usually immediately, right? It's really annoying. They just run away, right? There's like there's also again a few named ones in Dragon Quest 8. Which, by the way, is I think the only one where you can have a proper monster team. Except, like, I think Dragon Quest V also has, like, you can have monsters. I could be wrong, though. But that's what it feels like.
This all adds up to a lottery-like feeling of luck when a metal slime appears and a desperate hope to land a few quick hits before he runs away. There are of course strategies in each game to increase the likelihood of killing the creatures fast and easy for maximum grinding fun. If you're new to Dragon Quest, you may have been faced with the difficult struggle of trying to find reasonably priced DQ merch available in America. This might lead you to believe.
Yep. A lot of shit is decently expensive, unfortunately. It's very sad. Without reaction from Poke, I assumed that he just saw his cousin being cut up. Yep. One of my brethren just murdered by these people. Horrible.
That there's very little Dragon Quest merch out there. But you would be mistaken. In Japan, Dragon Quest might be the game franchise with the most merch. Japan is in a near constant.
Yeah, see, the problem with Dragon Quest is, right? The problem with Dragon Quest is that, it's not as popular in, the rest of the world as it is in Japan. You can especially tell this with the gacha games. All Dragon Quest gacha games are dead here in the West. I don't think there's a single Dragon Quest gacha game that's right now around. But guess what the opposite is? For the Japanese version of Dragon Quest, Tact, then some other Dragon Quest games, right? There's still a few other ones around, right? That are still playable, right? A lot of these are still playable in Japan. They're just not playable here because, like, the franchise isn't that profitable outside of Japan, which is kind of sad, right? It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Like, right? We have Dragon Quest Walk, we have Dragon Quest Tact. There's Dragon Quest Monsters Super Light. There's also see, Dragon Quest died unfortunately, that gacha. But like all of these, some of these are still very strong and being very good at what they're doing. They just don't survive outside.
A deluge of new DQ merch, constant limited edition runs, and brand deals, and the vast majority of the merch is slime focused. Almost any product you can think of has probably had a slime item released in Japan at some point. Dishware, fans, utensils, ice cream makers, piggy banks, jewelry, plushies out the wazoo, clothes, hats, backpacks, food, calendars, lunchbox, blankets, you name it, Japan has had it. The slime is a massive icon that can stand next to Pikachu and Mario in Japan.
I'd be broke if I were to live in Japan, okay? I'd be broke. Because of all the merch. I'd just be broke. Straight up. I'd just be broke.
Japan. Yet here in the States, you're lucky to ever see one or two of these guys in a chain collector store. The slime is something truly special from the DQ world and stands to show just how different the DQ franchise is perceived inside and outside of Japan. But don't be surprised if you see these little guys start slowly appearing around you more and more as Dragon Quest is slowly but surely finally rising in popularity here. Okay, now on to that list of slimes. I'll be going through these in an only vague order based on types because it's actually very hard to categorize some of these guys. We have the slime, she slime, and bubble slime, which are the most common types. There is also a slick slime, which is a variant of the bubble slime, but this form is much less common.
I've never really seen this one. Interesting.
There's the Slime Stack, Slime Sisters, Gym Jamboree, Shadow Slime.
Yep, there's a lot of slimes here. There's a lot of slimes. Everything, even magic wands. Probably, I'm assuming, very much. Good to hear. Nice.
Electro Slime, Magma Slime, Aqua Slime, Snow Slime, Rubble Slime, Spin Slime, Superior Slime, Cyber Slime, Gold Slime.
Superior Slime is crazy work, by the way. Yeah. Gold Slime, peak.
Wild Slime, Lemon Slime, Lime Slime, But there is no lemon lime slime, pink slime, buddy slime, mime slime, onion slime.
Never seen Time to Slime Hunt. I wish Dragon Quest would have a proper monster team with shinies. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Otherwise, I jump in immediately, but unfortunately, it doesn't. The closest we have yet come is with Dragon Quest Monsters 3.
Cutie slime, marble slime, jade slime, cream and flan slimes. There is also grandpa slime and
Grandpa Slime and Metal Grandpa Slime? That's funny.
metal Kaiser slime, because I'm not sure.
No, Kaiser Slime. But what's but the bush is Grandpa's. Not gonna lie, this video is interesting for me since the only slime that I know of is the one from a certain not the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Stop, Gooner.
Sure where else to put these two. One of my personal favorites, the box slime, heal slime, cure slime, medi slime, soothe slime, man of war slime, king heal slime, king cure slime, and
why does he look nothing like the Cure Slime? I don't know, but it's the King Cure Slime. I used that a lot actually. Wasn't a decently good healer, an A rank slime in Dragon Quest Tact. I should jump back into Dragon Quest Tact, even if it's just the Japanese version.
and metal healy. Also a magic slime that is different but looks similar to the heal slime types. There's also the bite bulb, fright bulb, sprite bulb, and white bulb. There's the dark slime, evil she slime, and evil metal.
Evil metal slime. Look at this. Wet man of wet slime. Man of war. It's literally called Man of war.
Slime. There's the wing slime, a flutter slime, angel slime, metal angel slime, and gold angel slime. There's the shell slime, Shelly's mother.
Yeah, the shell slimes are cute. I love them. They're adorable. They are adorable.
Slime, and slimesicle, and coal slime. Oh, and snail slime, as well as pearl metal slime, pearl, and golden pearl slimes could go here, I suppose. Then there's the king slime, the king bubble slime, the king jester slime, king slick slime, dark king slime.
They're all adorable.
Emerald king slime, and the amazing liquid metal slime king, not
the liquid metal slime. That's cute. I love them.
king slime. There is also a slime princess and queen slime.
Yep,
oh.
Slime princess and queen slime. Queen slime I think was an S rank actually, straight up. It could also have been an A rank. That one was decently useful at first.
Oh, and also the Halloween key. There's the behemoth.
I had that one. That was an A rank.
Slime and the hilariously named Behemoth slime, Slime Knight, Dark Slime Knight, Snooty Slime Knight, and Metal Slime Knight, Sly and Heart, Prime Slime, and Shogun. Model Slime, Model She Slime, Model Men Slime, Model King Slime.
They're amazing. Is there also a god slime? I don't think so.
Moldy Slime, Dank Bubble Slime, Slime Shroom, and Metal Truffle Slime. Bad Egg and Rotten Egg, Dragon Slime and Metal Dragon Slime, Drake Slime.
Wait, I've never seen the Metal Dragon Slime. Right, the Drake Slime and the Dragon Slime, I've seen those. But never the Metal one. That's interesting. Are those, like, specific to some games that I don't know?
Slime. There's the Choco Slime, Ganoush Goody, Pastry, Cocoa.
There's food-based slime? That's amazing! Where?
Blobelisk, which might be the best slime name ever, and Cream Kara Slime. Oh, and there's also the Night variant.
That one I know. That one I know from Tact. That one was in Tact as well.
And Patissier Knight, who I guess I'll place with these guys since he's also food related. Everybody's favorite Metal Slime, Liquid Metal Slime, Metal Medley, and Metal King Slime. Oh, and the Metal Slime, which is just the Metal Slime but slightly darker. Then there's the Gem Slime, Emperor Slime, Darkonium Slime.
Yeah, those I've seen. They are intact again.
Platinum King, Jewel Slime. And then there are some I'm not sure if I should count, and those in no particular order are Shogun Slime, the Slime Gang consisting of...
That's a lot of different slime. Do we have Japanese slime, aka Samurai Slime? I guess.
Rocket Bow, Huli, Mother Gluperior, his wobbliness, Princess Gluttonella.
His wobbliness! That's crazy. A food-based slime kind of reminds me of a slime parasite from Nevermind Stop. Do we have Thailand slime, aka Ladyboy slime? Probably not.
Stardust, Curate Rolo, and SWAT.
He has not mentioned Magellan yet, because in Dragon Quest Attack, your helper is named Magellan.
This one with the V on his head that I have no idea where he comes from. There's also the Kanzar slime, Nema slime, Snow Mangler, Weedy, Diamond slime, Gumulonimbus, Sugar Start slime, the framed Skleeman tank.
There's just a slime tang, bro. Is that even in the slime category, though?
There may be a few others like this, but I'm not really sure whether to include any of these or not, but I found them on my research quest and thought I'd add a few at the end. I'm not sure which games they come from and whether they are still considered slimes, but they say they're all part of the slime family. If you know more about any of these strange ones, share your knowledge with us below, and let me know if you'd like me to make a separate video digging further into these guys. Oh, and there is Seraphy, who I believe is a cure slime that transforms...
Yep, she is in the slime category. Funnily enough, if you use her in Dragon Quest Tact, she's officially in the slime category. She is. She just is. It's really funny and interesting, but she is in the Venezuela slime with the wheat V. Does he sell oil? But yeah, she's in the slime category. Like, she'll also be under a leader skill for slimes. So that's very interesting.
To look like a human girl, then lost her memories of being a slime, but I'm not 100% sure I've got this accurate. Alright, I think that just about wraps this research quest up, and boy howdy were there a lot more slimes than I was expecting. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know what topics you'd like me to cover in the future. And until next time...
There's a video about metal slime as well. There's a video about metal slime as well. I'm just gonna, like... That's crazy. I'll pay that. I pay attention to that, I think. I'll pay attention to that, I think. I want that too. We need to watch that too as well eventually. Young Bulma. Nah, the hair's a little too long. But yeah, anyways. Interesting. Yeah, those are my people. Now you've seen it. Those are my people. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.